EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Acrisure Stadium on the north shore of the Steel City, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Up in the booth with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and kickoff straight ahead, CD. What's one thing that you're going to have your eye on?
I think about what the great coaches of the past always said, the key to any ball game. Can you rush theirs and protect yours? Well, in this case, both of these teams get after the quarterbacks. I'm watching the pass rush.
It's an old-school battle in the Keystone State of Pennsylvania. The Eagles and the Steelers are underway. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Play fake. It's Fitzpatrick. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And his first pass is incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Let's go.
Fitzpatrick. A short throw, and it's going to be pulled in by Furtzer. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
At the 47-yard line.
Off the play fake here, Fitzpatrick. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
Here we go. Here we go.
Fitzpatrick to throw it. And it's intercepted.
base.
This is the Madden Championship Series brought to you by USAA, an official salute to service partner of Madden and the NFL. USAA proud to serve the military and their families. And we join you from USAA Stadium. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Now, Charles, you and I, we've done a lot of games together. Always seems like we're rehashing the same storylines. Turnovers, of course, always a big story. Quarterback play, running backs, yada, yada, yada. But getting ready for this one word kept coming to mind, and that's preparation.
Well, it's critical to be prepared. Physically, mentally. When you think about getting ready for an NFL game, you have to wonder, what will they throw at us that maybe we haven't seen before? 2-minute drill, maybe different things like that. Got to be prepared. You're exactly right.
Ready? Let's go.
Play fake. It's Fitzpatrick. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. So much for coming out throwing as it leads to an early second down and long. Fitzpatrick. Now short one pulled in by Ferkser.
Let's not quibble about the game there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on third down.
To throw is Fitzpatrick. Pressure comes and down he goes. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11. What a great job getting pressure here on the first drive. 3 plays and already 2 sacks.
And that pressure has been intense right from the beginning. And I'm telling you, if they don't make an adjustment in play calling and protection, it'll go from intense to relentless.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. A surprise.
Welcome, football fans, to the birthplace of America, the city of brotherly love. The place where you'll find the best cheesesteak made in this country and some of the best football played inside of Lincoln Financial Field. Coming up, a highly anticipated contest between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Philadelphia Eagles.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Ball is teed up. Chris Boswell to do the honors. And away we go at the link. Set to return it. Here's Will Shipley. And this drive will start inside the 25.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10.
No touch it. No touch.
They run it with Saquon Barkley. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Hurts to throw. That's caught. It's Saquon Barkley. Along the sideline past midfield. And he's finally hauled down at the 43. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs. So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Hurts trying again on 2nd down. Chased out to his right. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And the sack forces a now tougher 3rd down.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense, and now, well, now we let the chess match begin. The adjustments begin, because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
Got a man downfield, and Goddard has it. And he is stopped with authority there, but that stop came later than they'd like as he gets a good bit and that 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
A play fake now Hurts to throw. Oh, not like this. An interception ends that drive. And the Steelers, they're off to a great start defensively. They force a turnover on the opening possession. So what happened there, partner? Looked like he found an early rhythm on that opening series until that last throw.
Yeah, fine line between confidence, which he certainly had, and rhythm, and then also just unwise decision-making, forcing that pick.
First play, and Rodgers letting it rip. It's a screen play to Warren. Finds room to the 30, and he'll get this all the way up to the 35. The dose of the hurry-up offense here.
It's a gain of 18. And the Steelers 1st down. A gain of 18 on the play. 1st down, Steelers.
First down. Here's Rodgers. Escapes the pocket. He smartly won't risk anything here. Just chucks this away.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
Into the hands of Pat Freiermuth. So a solid gain there, Brock, but still 3rd down and short that they've got to figure out now as they pick up 9 on that previous play.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
They'll throw again. Rodgers forced out to his right. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means fourth down coming up. Possibly an early indicator of where they're going to want to go when they want important yards, Brock. Didn't need that much on third down, but they chose to throw for it instead of run it.
Yeah, one of the things about that down and distance is you typically get man-to-man coverage. So I don't mind that call, being aggressive, but you got to find a way to execute.
They're going for it. It's Rodgers. He's got his man. This is Austin. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. Wow, what a call. They wind up with 12 on fourth down. They pull off the conversion. Opening drive, about to break into field goal range. We got 1st and 10 at the 44. Throwing again here. It's Rodgers. Throwing the out route complete. And he's out of bounds on the final play of our opening quarter. We've finished one quarter in what's still a scoreless game. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. We'll return to the link right after this. Second quarter, all queued up and ready to go. It's Steeler football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
I call that a table setter right there. Table setter for yourself as a team in that huddle, gaining confidence on the ground, and you know that's going to set the table for some great play-action pass to come.
To the air on 1st down. Rodgers. Complete to DK Metcalf. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yep, certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves it can stop it.
That one right down the middle. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. Now Boswell on to send this away. Tank Bigsby here with the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10.
Great, set.
Back to work after throwing the pick. On the move, headed right. He's keeping it. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end. Only to see the quarterback escape evade pressure and get that 1st down anyway.
And he is taken down as he drives this to the enemy 40. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia 1st down.
Let's see, first it was a pass, now it's a great gain on the ground. They've got this defense on their heels.
Hurts on 1st down. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. Working quickly here.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 35-yard line.
He finds Dotson left side. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. And not much scoring to this point as we've reached our 2-minute warning. More football from the link coming up in just a moment. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Hurts. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Steelers can only get the return up towards the 10 before they're taken down. So their second drive ends just the way their first one did, Brock. And if you are the coach down there, man, you've got to be fuming.
Yeah, so frustrated, right? 2 drives in, you still can't get your game plan at all. Not a series you're going to keep ending prematurely. You don't want to be playing behind schedule right from the start of the game, which is exactly where they found themselves.
Here's Rodgers on 1st and 10. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. Big gain downfield. Into the red zone. There it is. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers grow their lead just before halftime. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. Well, that right there, Brock, is saving all of your guys a whole lot of work. I see 10 dudes breathing easy out there, and only one of them out of breath, and he's the one holding that football in the end zone.
Are you sure about that? Because you know what I love about these moments?
What?
I love especially going back and watching them on tape and watching the big guys. Watching all those O-linemen. Certainly some are going to walk, some are going to wave, but eventually some will make their way 90 yards downfield to celebrate that one as well. Because you're right, it was one heck of a shift.
And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10.
No touch that. No touch.
Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Steelers bringing pressure. No place to go. Down he goes. Eagles hustling everyone back to the line.
Brings up 2nd and 16 at the 20.
Hurts now from the gun. Completed left side to Smith. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
And then Eagles first down.
No touch.
First down throwing for Hurts. That's caught by A.J. Brown. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and
Operating from the gun. Here's Hurts. Who should have had another one there. Defense getting opportunity after opportunity to pick it off. But 2 in a row now have slipped away.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
Got to start taking better care of the football, Brock, as he brings him to the line here, 3rd down.
180, 180. Crowd left Yeti. Hey, 73, 7. No touch.
Hurts yet again. This one's caught. Smith has it. And he's down to almost... Oh, no. They're actually going to give him the 30 here. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
First down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Hurts throwing again. Along the sideline, Brown brings it in. And they get him out just before he can move those chains, partner. It's a gain of 9 on 1st down. Ball right up against that marker, but not there yet. It's 2nd and inches.
10 yards on the
And again, here's Hurts.
2nd and inches at the 20-yard line.
Has it at the 7. And he's brought down after a great gain. That's going to set up 1st and goal. The Steelers calling their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
First down and goal to go.
They go heavy on this 1st and goal. 3 tight ends in the formation.
Great. No touch that. 180, 180. No touch.
It's a sneak. Hurts. The charge into traffic, but the line doesn't budge. They stall him out short. Eagles hustling everyone back to the line.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
Barkley. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Eagles get their first points of this game just before halftime. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. Point after added on by Elliott. And the Eagles chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. They'll begin this drive with barely over 25 seconds left.
319, 26. Look at this.
Yep, as expected, they go to the ground to start this one off. And that's good for a gain of 5. Cooper to Gene with the stop. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
At the 41-yard line.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4.
258.
From the shotgun, here's Rodgers. He's going to loft one deep to the left. This is caught inside the 15. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
The Steelers will add to their lead at the end of the half.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
Point after up and good from Boswell. And the Steelers double their lead to 14.
Eagles 7. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Return starts from the goal line. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
First and 10, but only time left for maybe a couple of plays here.
Good. Set. Right here, right here.
Hurts. And that is incomplete. 8 seconds left now. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Still 10 to go. 2nd down now from the 26.
No touch that. No touch.
Looking to throw. And this one falls incomplete, so we're down to 4 seconds, and we'd assume our final snap.
That's a throw at this level. So much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
And this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime.
Hey, easy, 6. No touch that. No touch.
Looking to throw. Got a lot behind this one. Downfield it goes. And his final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half. Shades of the 2009 Super Bowl. They're going onside kick to begin the second half. And this is recovered by the Steeler hands team. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. All right, partner, are you on board with that call
No.
we just saw? Yes, they trailed, but it's not a huge lead. It's only in the 3rd quarter. Hold it, you jumped the gun. Now they're in a tougher spot because they didn't recover. Did he say no?
No. No. No.
Why not?
Because 95% of the time or so, those things fail. Why would you do that this early? No.
And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
One gain on the play. 2nd and
Working out of the gun. Here's Rodgers.
Eagles 47-yard line.
Escapes the pocket. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
258. Plant.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. That is once again incomplete, and consecutive incompletions have now pushed them to 4th down.
Kid, I'm just kind of laughing because I could feel the armchair quarterbacks going, I can make that throw. And anybody who's actually made those throws says you have no idea what it feels like with everybody breathing down your neck. That play's got to be right, timed up right, and it certainly wasn't.
And on 4th and 10, they aren't moving. They're going for this. They'll go for it. Rodgers. Caught into the hands of Freiermuth. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. One of their biggest plays of the game so far, and it comes on a 4th down gamble. Into the red zone after that big pickup. It's 1st and 10 from the 15. They'll throw again. Rodgers. A dangerous throw, and he almost got burned by it. The interception dropped it incomplete on 1st down.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, well, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Throwing again, Rodgers. And he can't escape. He goes down. A flag, though, down with him. Let's see, did somebody hold up front, or is this marker going to wipe away that great sack? So now then, after the penalty, this is 1st and goal. Again, Rodgers. Wow, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. Picked up by Nakobe Dean. And the Eagles take over deep in their own territory, down inside the 10. Inside the red zone, they could feel how tight they were to the goal line. And then bam, Brock, they're off the field after a clutch interception.
I tell you what, football is the ultimate team game, but this is a situation where an individual picks up all 10 of his guys out there on the field. Somebody else is going to pick up the tab at dinner tonight for him.
And they're able to drag him down as he reaches the 15-yard line.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Looky here, you don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
On 1st down, Hurts. Buys time, rolling right. He takes it himself. And he is persuaded to go out of bounds just as he gets this up past the 30-yard line. They gain 11 on that play. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Straight ahead, here's Barkley. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Patrick Queen arranging in for the tackle.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
This is complete. Downfield to Smith. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
43-yard line.
Hurts on 1st down. Headed out right. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. It's 3 sacks for the game so far, brings up 2nd down.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do, getting home with that sack.
Throwing here hurts. That throw comes up short. Need a little more muscle on that one. He was looking for Dallas Goedert there. That's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Really had to find a way to get that short completion because now you're staring at 3rd and extra long, and that's a place no QB in this league wants to be.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. Chased down to his right. Oh, he was on the move, and so was the defense, and they take him down. And that's really one of the only things this offense couldn't afford to see happen, Brock. It's 4th and long. They're going to go for it here, trailing in the 4th. Desperation time here. Forced out to his right. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate said, you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
Short pass brought in. Racing down the left side. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers making a 3-score game in the 4th. At the convergence of the Ohio, Allegheny, and Monongahela rivers, we're in the football town of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania at Acrisure Stadium. Up next, it's our main event between the New Orleans Saints and the Pittsburgh Steelers. We couldn't ask for more perfect weather here today. And we're underway from Pittsburgh. Johnson with a return here. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is first and 10. Play action here with Rodgers. Bails out of the pocket quick. He tucks it and takes off. This one gets to the 22. Paul Granderson in on the tackle. Offense to the line fast.
1 yard gain brings up second and 9 at the 22-yard line.
Off play action. Here's Rodgers. Buying some time right. It's caught right side by Freiermuth. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
It's Warren on third down. He's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. Give him 13 on that play. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
This dude was just not going to be stopped. Not by the first defender. Heck, not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this piece down.
To the air on first down. Rodgers connects on the crosser. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. An excellent gain. 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
First down. Here's Rodgers. Completed left side to Smith. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
Second and 3 now. Rodgers from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Bringing the offense up to the line. First and 10. From the red zone now. This one's caught. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. Offense up to the line fast.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7 at the Saints' 9-yard line.
Throwing again here. It's Rodgers. Flush down out to his left. Rodgers is hit. The ball is loose. And the Saints grab it. This is close, but he is not in the end zone, Brock. By less than a yard, they avoid the safety. But boy, that was close. It looked like those 6 points were theirs. They were right there on the horizon, but a very disappointing way for that to end, as instead they turn it over down near the goal line.
Yeah, I think the word I'd use here, Kate, is bittersweet, because it wasn't all bad. That opening drive still made it right to the edge of the end zone. A lot to build on here, but man.
His first throw is an interception. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And the Steelers get the football with a very short field ahead. Just a little outside the 20. Backed up on their own goal line, Brock. A bit surprising to me that they decided to throw for it there.
Yeah, I think where they were at certainly played a role in that eventual interception. You know, coaches will say, play fast but never in a hurry. That sure felt hurried all the way along, and it led to that turnover.
That throw doesn't lead to 6. And now it's second down.
Oh, that is going to haunt him. A drop touchdown in the end zone. We'll see how good his mental toughness is if he can move past it quickly and make an impact for them later.
From the 24 once again, it's second and 10.
Go to 50. Hey, you block him.
From the shotgun, here's Rodgers. Finds him on the crossing route. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the first.
Okay, you see how effective these crossing routes are. It's kind of like that point guard delivering to a big man. Once he feels that presence, once he sees a little bit of space, and he trusts the guy on the other end, well, it's almost automatic.
So that was an exciting first quarter, but not the cleanest. A couple of early turnovers. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break. It's Steelers ball as we return for the second, and they have to be thinking points here. 3rd and 2, Rodgers on the move, headed right. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
That may not look like much, and on tomorrow's grade sheet, it'll just be an S for satisfactory, but that's a good decision. Know where to go with the ball, and don't put it in harm's way.
So the field goal team stays sidelined. They're going to go for this.
58, 26.
Going for it with Lauren. He rocks that tackler. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a 1st and goal.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on, because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
Breaking the huddle, here's 1st and goal.
319.
Rodgers to throw. Dumped off to his running back. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. And dose of the hurry up here.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Working out of the gun. Here's Rodgers. And it is caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers get the game's first points here in the second. Pat Fryermuth, the touchdown. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position could be such a mismatch when you're throwing for the end zone.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Returning it from the 4. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
New Orleans has the offense set. All right, Brock, here's 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. Looking for his wide receiver there. So 2nd down coming up.
The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the first half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
Shotgun snap to Shuck. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete.
You know exactly what he's thinking. Hopefully next time it's a little bit easier. The degree of difficulty on that one high. Throwing to double coverage, odds are against you.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Escapes the pocket. Taken in by Vele, right side. And he reaches the 35 before going out.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
From their own side, they're going to go for this. They need about 2. They've got a man in motion. To throw again here, it's Chubb. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced. Brock had to try and go for it, but they turned it over on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
Here's Rodgers on 1st and 10. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And it's going to be 2nd down.
Blue 58.
Trying to throw this from the gun. Escapes out to the left. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Rodgers off the play action. This finds Austin, complete. And he's out of bounds before he could challenge for that marker. It's 4th down.
You know, Kate, that really is one of the benefits that comes with experience. You'll feel it. All right, look at the quarterback, never seeing the rush, never looking at the rush. Instead, eyes are downfield, and a big play follows.
Exactly 2 minutes to play in half number 1. The Steelers leading the way here in Acrisure. The offense is not coming off this field. They're trying it on 4th and 7. They'll go for it. Rodgers. Gets this one to Fryermuth. And it'll be 1st and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line.
There are times a quarterback's got to be blacksmiths. When you're in the pocket, there's just a certain timing and precision. But you get outside that pocket, you got to be an artist. You got to be creative, and this guy is.
Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. From the red zone on 1st. He's got it. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers grow their lead just before halftime. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the 1st half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Boswell gets that point after to go. And the Steelers double their lead to 14.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Now Boswell on to send this away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
First and 10, Saints find themselves with some good field position starting out. Rush coming for Shaw. That's complete to Vele. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And that's good for a Saints first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Empty backfield now. Running back motions out left. Here's Shuck. 1st and 10. He finds Bailey working downfield here. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
All right, they look set now. Here we go. 1st and 10. Shuck now from the gun. He's got it at the 5. It's a New Orleans touchdown. The Saints make it a one-score game before halftime.
Quarterback and receiver, yeah, they'll get the credit. Those numbers and those stats, they're theirs. But that play happens, Kate, because the big guys up front give them enough time to make it happen. From one side of the field to the other, bingo.
That one splits the uprights. And the Saints chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Kenneth Gainwell now to return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Rodgers. Flushed out of the pocket. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
He rolls to his right. That's incomplete on 2nd down. Not on the same page with his tight end. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Just cannot afford right here, Kate, to go 3 and out. Not when you watched your counterpart score a touchdown. Gotta cling to that lead and find a way to convert this 3rd down. It's a big one. And cut off some of the mojo from the other side.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. They'll air it out on 3rd. Buys time, rolling right. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. The Steelers set to punt it. Corliss Waitman will kick it away. Secures this at the 17. And that return's going to leave them enough time to squeeze in 2 plays here if they want before the half.
At their own 27-yard line.
First and 10 now with all of 15 seconds left to utilize in this half. Shuck working from the gun. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Steelers will start with it in the 4th after an interception to end the quarter.
Well, that's now a 2nd time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the 2nd on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football. You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
A 41-yard attempt.
Boswell able to knock it through. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Now Boswell on to send this away. Returnable from the 2. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Shuck now on 1st down. Screen here for Kamara. Down the sideline to the 45. And they've got to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he set out. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans.
1st down, New Orleans.
Still sticking with the passing game. He gets it to Juwan Johnson. And he's going to be down to within a yard of that red zone as the stop is made. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
Good offenses